Hi, welcome back to my Discovering New Music journey, and today we're going to be checking out some JEON SOMI. So JEON SOMI just came out with her new EP called Chaotic and Confused. So definitely really excited for this. I like the little pre-release that she released called Extra. That was a pretty good song, so I'm excited to see what other sounds that she'll go for this album are. So yeah, let's get into the reaction. All right, so we'll be starting off with the title track that she released for this called Closer. Let's get into it. Subtitles, huh? Okay. Little water drop. That's an interesting look right there. Oh. Oh. Okay, what was that, like interpolation of like what was that song called? But it's like, you know, the same kind of melody that she's using, and even this kind of like, you know, the beginning line, the beautiful girl, that whole thing. I think it's by Sean Kingston or something like that. Yeah. I forgot what this song is. It called Beautiful Girl? Yeah, Beautiful Girl is this song. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I like the reverb on the voice right there. It's nice. Turn this up. Ooh, that's interesting what they're doing. Yeah, how she's moving right there. I love how filled out this is with the bass. Right? Okay, I like the percussion kind of coming right here. Kind of build up with that. Ooh, that was interesting what they did with her voice right there. That she went to that. I like her vocal tone a lot. This melody is nice. Nah, that was crazy. Okay, I like the flashing with the kind of thing they did with that. Yeah, that chops right there, and they're kind of like panning. Interesting. I like the groove of this kind of right here. Okay, nice. Kind of layer voices right there. Nice. Yeah, the way they're doing this video is really nice. I like the kind of overall kind of main color thing that they have going on. This kind of grayish type thing. Yeah, the way they're filming certain things. A lot of continuous movement. Yeah, it's a really interesting production right here. How the, you know, the kind of instrument sound right here when he goes into this part right here. That kind of comes out right there. Kind of sound right there. Interesting. How it goes with that melody that she's singing. What the frick? Yo, these shots are wow. What in the world? That's so interesting. Interesting video design for this. And how it's turning the her thing? Okay, I like that. I like how it went into that, like, you know, how they did the kind of light flash and to kind of fit with that, you know, how they did it in the first chorus is nice as well. And drop, it's really nice. It just like went black when she said black out. Interesting. Okay. So I'll talk about the song first. Really like the sound of the song. 100%. Really like the overall melodies that she was singing a lot. I like that, you know, part where, you know, fills out more, kind of drops down into the chorus. It's really nice overall rhythm with the beat, how that was going. Very, very interesting kind of after chorus part as well, with like the layered voices coming in, her kind of like, shouting that line or whatever. It's very, very interesting. I like the kind of interpolation of the, the beautiful girl type thing. That's really nice melody overall. How, blended with this instrumental is very interesting as well. Overall things going on in there. But yeah, very, very interesting video that was going on. Now, with the new arise of AI things, I can never tell what is and what is not AI. I'm not really tapped into any of that. The only AI thing that I know of is just like, the whole chat GPT, or like the thing on Google where you just type and it gives you like a little prompt or something like that. I don't know. But in terms of video and art kind of AI, I'm not really familiar with any of that and how to recognize any of it. So I don't know if this is like, if they used AI in this. Obviously the entire video is not AI, but like just kind of used it in a specific way in the video. I've seen some music videos do that before, right? It was kind of given that with certain scenes, just how they were looking, but also I feel like you could also do this without AI, probably. I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, it looked really interesting. I don't know what the frick was going on exactly, if there's a specific story, but the way they filmed a lot of the scenes were very, very interesting, very entertaining how they did that, especially like the scenes where it was like, all these people kind of moving and it was like constant movement, kind of like, following them. And then this thing right here, this whole scene, like, just a bunch of different things that was very, very interesting. Even, the way she was moving on this just in general was very, very interesting. I like the overall kind of color that they had going on. The setting was really nice. The look right here, there's a really nice kind of look with all the, things right there, the jewelry on her face, this whole little like dress thing, that was very interesting. So, a lot of nice looking kind of parts overall. Just still, not entirely sure in terms of like the kind of looking things where it's like things transforming into to another, and the little kind of weird things going on. I'm not entirely sure if those are AI or not, but you guys can let me know down in the comments down below. But regardless, still very entertaining. 100% with the music video and the song, how they paired together was really nice. Like I said, I like how they, did the flashing of the lights to go with that kind of like sound of the voice chopping thing. I like how they did that. That was very interesting. Like I feel like this is something that could play in like a club type thing, or like one of those parties where you just, kind of, going, you feel me, with that sound. I feel like this is that type of song 100%, but I definitely still vibe with this a lot. Like I said, I really like the melodies overall. I really like her vocal tone. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed this one. Let's go on to the first B-side that we have for this one. All right, so the first B-side that we have for this is called Escapade. Let's get into this. Ooh, okay. I like to feel that song. It's a really nice melody and the guitar right there. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I like the way she's singing right here. Very interesting tone. That's a nice melody. Kind of echo right there. Yeah, nice. Ooh, very interesting sound coming in right there. Kind of higher thing going. Like some type of like synth thing right there. I like the chords that are going on this. Yeah, really nice melody that she's singing. And it's like a slight kind of like, I don't know, like a vocal fry thing that she's doing, or like a raspiness in her voice or something like that. That's very interesting. Ooh, okay, I like this rhythm right here. And that melody that came in. An instrumental. Okay, nice. Ooh, interesting melody right there. The distortion on the voice right there. Nice. Ooh, nice break and drop right there. Yeah, I really like the melodies on this part. The guitar coming in. Very nice sound, like reverby that is as well. Yeah, I'm really liking her voice on this. Very soft kind of way. Yeah, it's nice. It's It's very interesting hearing like the contrast of how she's singing on the verse and then going into this part, more kind of higher notes that she's singing. I like that. I like how it goes into this part as well, with the kind of drum kind of stick kind of going on and drops, fills out. It's very catchy as well, the repetition of this. It's nice. Oh, okay, bridge part. That bass on that. Ooh, really nice chords on that. I like the slight harmony that's going on as well. Still nice, very airy. Nice. The way she's singing. That highs tone going. Percussion come back in slightly right here. That was interesting. The kind of airy kind of sound that kind of came in. Kind of this part. And then shooting as a shot sound. And it kind of breaks and then drops in with that kind of higher sound that comes in. That's interesting. Now that's really nice. I like that. Ooh, that was nice how that went with the kind of rhythm right there that she was singing. Again, right there. Okay, I like that 100%. Yeah, I like it doing that. And that's harmony at the end of that. And right here.
It's our escapade.
Ooh, and then it breaks. Oh, it just ends like that. Okay, that was a nice kind of outro part right there. Really like the melodies on that as well. Yeah. Really like the overall way she was singing on this one. The nice filled out sound, the instrumental, 100%. Really nice overall rhythm of everything. Yeah. Definitely enjoyed this one. 100%. Let's go on to the next one that we have. All right, so the next one we have is called Chaotic and Confused, and that's the name of the album. So it'll be very interesting there. Yeah, this one. Okay, so guitar melody on this one. It's a nice chords on that. Oh, okay, like the percussion coming in right here. That was nice right there. I love how she's singing on this album. Like, it's something about her tone. I'm really loving what these sounds coming. Nice airy tone right there. Nice harmony right there. Okay, didn't expect that at all. Very interesting sound. Or that kind of last kind of chord. The sound of that kind of. And then just kind of comes out with the percussion going in, that kind of sound. And then into that, interesting. And the distortion in her voice, they kind of. Oh, okay. Okay, but now going back into this part, it's kind of like a fusion of both of the sounds right there. Interesting. I like that. I like how more filled out that is. Ooh, that was a really nice kind of guitar melody right there. Where it's going? Going up like that. Oh. Okay, I like that melody. It kind of reminds me of like a yodeling type, melody. Alright, that's interesting. I like if she's singing, that's nice. Really nice sound out on that melody. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of a high chime sound. Okay, I like that. Going back into that percussion after that. Coming back in. Nice harmony on top of this. Okay, like how it stopped right there. The kind of bass that went into that. Go back into this part. The interesting part, and then I like how they go back at this. Really nice production on this song so far. especially with the melodies that she's singing as well. Definitely really enjoying this. And a lot of nice catchiness as well with the, you know, repetition of like certain things like that melody right there. Ooh, that was interesting with like the, you know, like bring it out. It's just the kicks right here and that kind of guitar melody. Stop and then this like part right here without the other kind of sounds going. It's just like, you know, her saying it like this, kind of echoey on her voice. It's interesting. That, like, what is this? A synth kind of thing going on? It's interesting. And go back into this. I like that. Yeah, that's such a nice melody. But the synth's going. And the different kind of, is it the percussion different right there? Yeah, I think so. The whole kind of rhythm and everything. Yeah, I like this section right here with all the sounds going on. Ooh, nice. Ooh, now it's over here. Okay, then the other side. Okay, I like that. Little panic. Now it's just on the one thing. Okay, I like that. 100%. Yeah, especially for a song that's you know, the name of the kind of, you know, album is really good song on this 100%. Chaotic and Confused. That kind of, you know, kind of fits with the overall sound and everything on everything as well. 100%. Yeah, I love the way that she was singing on this one as well. I love that melody on the what did she say, kun or something like that. She kind of holds that out, that kind of thing. It's very interesting, especially how that goes with the instrumental. That, like, you know, switch, it's like, you know, very brief switch into that kind of like hard, kind of hidden, kind of rock kind of section sounding with a distorted voice was very interesting. Yeah, but overall, really like the overall melodies that she was singing. Really like that kind of man guitar melody that was going on in the verses as well. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed this one as well. Let's go on to the final track that we have for this album. All right, so the final track we have for this album is called Deloo. Oh, okay, I'm liking that synth. Ooh, that's a nice chord on that. Interesting. Ooh, okay. I think this might be my favorite. I think this might be my favorite. Maybe we'll see how it progresses. I like how that went. Yeah, and the way she's singing in this one, and the melody is heck yeah. One more time. I like how she came with that vocal fry. What you think? I like the percussion that's going on. Ooh, that high kind of airy tone. Nice. Yeah. The sound of the chords that came down there is nice. The way it, the little kind of snaps going on. Ooh, more filled out. Harmony on that. Nice ad lib right there. Yeah, most definitely my favorite. Ooh, nice break right there. Okay, that melody going to the same melody there. That was really nice right there. The kind of high thing. And then dropping it down. That was nice. The tone that she's going for right here, really nice. Really nice melody as well. Nice break right there. Dropping back into this. Oh, okay. I like how I did it the second time. Kinda. And then it breaks over. Yeah. Dude, that was a really nice chorus part. Yeah, I love the sound of the ad-libs. Yeah, I like how I did that kind of break that first time on that. And the harmony that coming in. Nice. Yeah, I love this part right here. It's so chill it is, and then kind of progresses right here. More coming in. y'all. Goes to this. Very nice. Still keeping that very kind of chill vibe. Not too much going on. Just this kind of synth thing. Soft way she's singing. Very high kind of thing. Nice. Nice. And I like, you feel me, the contrast and how that kind of, you know, how it just kind of comes out right there when she says, anyone but me. Right there. But the second time, it kind of goes with, you feel me, the repetition of the kind of any right there. Right here. And then it breaks and then it's nice. Alright, bridge part. Okay. Interesting melody right there. An instrumental. Nice. Love that melody right there. Yeah, I'm loving her vocals on this song. That was a really nice, like, you know, kind of blend, like that note kind of going into the, you know, the main kind of, yeah, her going higher and then, you know, starting higher with the main kind of melody for the chorus right there. Feel Not Free. And her kind of holding out a bit and going to this. That's nice. And again, those ad-libs, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice one right there. Like that. Okay, little outro. Okay, I like that kind of representation of Deloo. Yeah, she's repeating that melody on top of that. It's very nice. And the little kind of thing that she's saying, that's kind of back right there. It's really nice production with all the kind of voice lines kind of layered right there. It's really nice. Love the sound of that. And the thing on the instrumental beat, it comes out. And her voice just kind of like, you know, reverbs, kind of resonates right there. It's nice. Nice. That was good ender for the album as well. 100%. Ending the album with the best song. Yeah, I mean, for me at least, you know, you guys might think different, but this is definitely, for me, the best song on the album. 100%. Really, really nice sound overall. Definitely right up my alley when it comes to music. Love the sound of that instrumental, especially with the synths coming in, the chords and those, like, very, very nice. Love just the overall melodies that she was singing, the way she was singing on this one. Very, very nice. I was really liking her voice just overall on this album, but this one most definitely did a lot for me. 100%. Just the way those like ad-libs are coming in as well. Just overall how she was singing these melodies, especially when she comes in that chorus. Very, very beautiful sounding. 100%. Really love how she was singing on this one. Really love the overall production, especially on this last part with all the layered kind of, you know, the voices and stuff like that. Voice lines that she was singing. Very, very, very nice. I would say this is also my favorite, like, JEON SOMI song just in general, right? Because, you know, the other songs of her by her are good, but I really, really like this one. Like, I feel like I'll be listening to this one a lot. 100%. But yeah, that is the end of my reaction to JEON SOMI's Chaotic and Confused EP. That was really good. That's her best release so far. I'm glad, because I know she did have like a, you know, she did have a kind of break between, you know, this release and her last full release that was like an EP or whatever. So it was a bit since then. So I like, you feel me, with, you know, that break and then coming back with this, the songs are like really, really good. Because her last thing, what was her last like album thing? Because I know she had released like a couple singles, right? But she didn't release an album, I think, since XOXO, right? And those songs are cool, but I wouldn't say as good as this. Like, if I had to compare, like, I wouldn't say as good as this one. Like, I feel like for this one is definitely a no skip. Like, I would listen to all of these tracks 100%. If I had to pick favorites, definitely Deloo and like Escapade, and then probably Extra too. I like that one a lot. So yeah, for like a top 3 type thing, if I were to, you know, do a top 3. But yeah, I would listen to all these. So like, I think, you know, from the kind of break that she had and then coming back with this is definitely an improvement, you know, with sound, and then of course the vocals as well. I was definitely enjoying all of that. So yeah. If she does perform any of these songs anywhere, I'll definitely be checking out performances for that. Those reactions will most likely be on my Patreon if you guys want to see that. But yeah, 100%. Tell me what you guys thought about this release today. What did you like? Would you not like? Tell me what your favorites were on this album, or you can rank the entire thing if you like. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. But yeah, 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.